Alright, hey there, we are now 1 week out from 2025 777 Marathon and I am so excited for it. Something happened in the last week that has just got me totally pumped and excited to get back out there and see what people can achieve. So, last weekend, had the opportunity to join an event called Red Bull Race the Sun. It's a race that goes from Surfers Paradise here on the Gold Coast to Tenterfield in northern New South Wales. It's 345 kilometres and the goal is to get there before sunrise. You leave sunrise Friday morning and you got to get there before sunrise Saturday morning. It's teams of 6. You can mix it up as you want. Must have a minimum of 2 ladies, 4 gents. And this has got to be one of the most extraordinary running events or examples of doing something hard that I've ever seen. It's just absolutely blown me away what was achieved. So this is teams of people, and some of these people didn't even know one another, coming together to achieve this goal, to dig deep and see what they can work out. And that's what doing hard things is all about.
We're doing well. I'm up here. I'm alive.
Is working out, hey, what have I actually got in me? So I'm not going to rattle on about this a whole lot. It was getting around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Saturday morning, completely out of cell phone reach. You can't check anything and it's absolutely pitch black. And all you can see is just this runner in front of the headlights. And just, I tell you, absolutely something extraordinary. You see these people just digging so deep to work out what they can actually achieve. And it just left me thinking that running is beautiful. But more importantly than that, people are incredible. The teamwork, the drive, the motivation, the commitment. And, you know, I started out, and I've talked with Brian a lot about this for upcoming Bravehearts, that one of the things I loved about Bravehearts, there's a number of components to it that I've seen. One's this physical challenge, 7 marathons, 7 days, 7 states, absolutely extraordinary. 2, there's the fundraising challenge. You've got to raise the money to be able to do this, and that's putting yourself out there and challenging yourself to raise money for other people. But I think something that really, in the last 2 years that I've been involved with these guys, that has completely just got me wrapped and addicted to this event is just the friendships and the teamwork that comes out of it. The people coming together, working together to achieve something incredible, and hence why this ended up being called Do Good. So I am super excited to get back to 777 next Sunday morning, fly to Perth. Everyone gets together Sunday night, then from Monday morning it's all systems go through the week, wrapping up the following Sunday here with the Gold Coast Marathon. So I'm going to be on the camera the whole time. I'm going to have the video out there, going to be capturing and telling these stories of this group of 34 amazing people who are doing something absolutely extraordinary to help others. So I just want to leave with you a few thoughts of the things that I really took out of putting this series together over the last 8 weeks. First off is the message from Brian. If you're training for something hard, time on feet.
Well, I think as a human being, we all worry about doing the mileage. How many kilometres have we run and how far? I mean, that's what we engage with people all the time. But your body and mind, your body doesn't know how many kilometres you've run, but it certainly knows how long you've run for. So if you run for an hour, your body knows. But if you run 5k or 10k, your body has no idea. So I think the key is focus more on the time in running, no matter what speed you're running at. Just get the time out there. Run for an hour, run for an hour and a half, run for 2 hours, and you'll find that the byproduct of all that is you get the kilometres in anyway. So it's a win-win all the way around.
Second, had the opportunity to catch up with the owner of P3, who are a big supporter and sponsor of Brian, and talk to them. And, you know, yes, the cause is great, but it's Brian's energy that just says, yeah, I want to get in, I want to get behind this and support Brian to do something good for other people.
Back Brian in this sort of venture. I know you guys give so much support.
To be honest, I think that Brian's, living proof of somebody that if you do the little things in life to look after your physical and mental well-being, that you can achieve anything.
Why do you guys get behind it?
Well, I think if you look at the charity itself and what it tries to achieve, I think the most important thing we can do in life is serve others, and in particular protect our children and the youth that are coming through. And in doing this, Bravehearts give the children the tools and the resources and the voice, to be able to get through some of the bad experiences that they've had, and people like Brian, who, you know, unfortunately have been through some trauma as a child himself, are probably, you know, putting himself out there in such a physical and mental challenge to do that. As I said before on the pool, it's just inspiring, so you can't help but get behind people like that.
Yeah, when I talked to Jess, this message that you can do more than you think. It's an incredibly powerful message. Get out there, have a go, you can do it. Jess, when you said before, people say to you, I can't do that.
Yes.
What do you tell them?
Yes, you can. I think like people have about 10% that they can still give all the time, like as in like for a run or whatever and stuff. So I think people have to put their self-doubt aside and go, you know what, if it's something that they like to do, if they want to walk it. Like it's no different. Like you're moving and you're still making a difference. You're still putting yourself out there.
If we look at Col and meeting up with Col and his burpees for Bravehearts, absolutely phenomenal. A guy who's getting in there to protect kids, to look after kids, and by getting out there into the community, into the CrossFit community that he's part of, and raising this awareness and message of the work that Bravehearts do.
Hi, my name's Colin. I'm part of the Bravehearts 777 National Runner Team, and today we're at LSKD to do burpees for Bravehearts. So how it's going to work, so Jilly and I are going to do 777 burpees. I'd like to say never again, but lots again. Up, one, down.
How do you do something like that?
The kids. It's easy. Doing a burpee is easy. Doing 777 burpees is easy compared to what some children have to go through. So I'd burpee all day.
We talked with Brooke, and I think what jumped out for me there was Brooke's message of no finish lines. That every time you achieve one challenge, that's just a stepping stone into what's next. And that is such a great way to look at life, is how do you just keep challenging yourself to push yourself and do better and better and more all the time.
Talk often. I don't believe in finish lines, so I very much believe in once you've finished a challenge, once you've completed something, that's just the starting point for the next big challenge.
And then back to Brian in episode 7, we had a chat with Brian, and I love his 2 messages of, if you don't ask, you're never going to know. So people, if you're wondering, can I do something? Can I get help? Can I get support? Fundraising, whatever it is. Make sure you ask, because if you don't ask, you're never going to work out how to do it. And again, this message of I can is a choice, and making that choice that, yeah, I'm going to get up and I'm going to get out there and I'm going to get after it. Got a background in sales. I think you got some really good tips.
Toughest word in English language is that 3-letter word called ask.
So you've talked a lot about legacy. What do you hope your story shows other people then?
That they can go out and just say, I can do this, and just always break something down so it doesn't become, the challenge doesn't continue to become, I'm trying to get the right word here, so it doesn't become out of reach. Always break it down, say, why can't I do that? I can do this. So,
and I think for me, what's so important in that I want to share here is, when it comes to running, what my golden rule is, it doesn't matter how far you go. It doesn't matter how fast you go. What matters is you go. Can't wait to share the Bravehearts week with everybody and give you a glimpse into what these 34 incredible people are getting up to and what the Bravehearts 777 Marathon is all about. Until then, get out there, be awesome.
The purpose that's attached to crossing that line is you have not only runners enjoy it, I imagine. They've not only enjoyed, as they hobble to the end, but something has changed in the world because you've crossed over that line, and someone's life is going to be made better because of that.
Welcome to episode